1 year after a COVID outbreak on their cruise ship, passengers reflect on their quarantine at MCAS Miramar and how the experience inspired them to help today.
Our mountain communities, they are blanketed with that snow, bringing those on the coast up to the hill. How much more snow and rain could fall by the weekend?
And for many Californians, the pandemic was their first experience filing for unemployment. What has been working over the past year and what still needs to be done?
ABC 10 News at 6 starts now.
But first, in his first primetime speech, President Joe Biden directed all states to make every adult American eligible for the COVID vaccine by May 1st. He says that could lead to a summer closer to normality. He says if everyone adheres to the guidelines, maybe by July 4th, vaccinated families will be able to gather once again for barbecues in their backyards and get some sense of normality back in the U.S.
And the president's speech comes on the official one-year anniversary of the World Health Organization declaring COVID-19 an international pandemic. President Biden says the U.S. will have enough vaccine supply for all Americans by the end of May. As of today, nearly 100 million doses of the vaccine have been given across the U.S. Before delivering his first primetime address, the president signed into law that new relief package passed by Congress. The package includes $1,400 checks for most Americans. Those are expected to go out by the end of the month. There is also billions of dollars for vaccinations and testing. State and local governments will also get money that they can use for small business relief.
It was 1 year ago this week that passengers trapped on a cruise ship ended up at MCAS Miramar. They quarantined for 2 weeks after the COVID outbreak infected more than 20 people on board. ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala caught up with some of the passengers to find out how the experience affected them and how they're now helping others.
What started off to be a 15-day enjoyable Hawaiian cruise turned into a 5-week fiasco.
We first met Michelle and Stephen Smith on March 11th, 2020, 1 year ago. A coronavirus outbreak on the Grand Princess cruise ship they were on left the Paradise, California couple stuck in quarantine at MCAS Miramar for 2 weeks.
Well, we're both very positive people. I think the closeness of our marriage was probably my most favorite part.
On March 25th, 2020, they were finally able to head back home.
Today's our final day of quarantine, but I'm looking forward to getting back to work and getting Paradise rebuilt.
Getting Paradise rebuilt has been the ultimate goal for the Smiths since returning home. A year before they moved there, the deadly campfire tore through the community in 2018, taking lives and destroying homes.
Being in construction up here in Paradise, we were essential, so we got to work every day. And so our year looks significantly different than people's year who might be in a big city.
Stephen is a contractor and co-owner of Ridge Builders. Michelle is the administrative assistant. They've worked to give this community a second chance. Throughout this pandemic, about 7 or 8 homes have been rebuilt.
An absolutely rewarding experience to be part of building people's homes who have been destroyed in the fire.
They become family.
They become family.
They've survived this last year with positivity and looking at the bright side. While their lives haven't changed much, the Smiths are hoping everyone can soon get back to a sense of normalcy.
We need to be kind. We need to be nice to one another, and we can get through this. We really can.
Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
The Smiths say they do plan on going on a cruise again after this is all over. They're certainly California strong.
And here are the county's latest numbers. More than 400 new cases were reported today. San Diego County has seen more than 264,000 COVID cases since 1 year. The county also announced that 9 more people have died from this virus. San Diego County has not yet signed its contract with Blue Shield. That's the health insurance company tapped to run California's vaccine program. And we're not the only ones. Nearly every county in the state has not signed the contract. Asked about it this week, County Supervisor Nathan Fletcher said this.
We're working with Blue Shield. We're in ongoing discussions. We have some questions, and there are active talks that are underway.
According to the terms, Blue Shield will use an algorithm to help the state in allocating vaccines directly to providers. Los Angeles County has requested to remain independent, arguing that the contract would take away local control. A county spokesperson says that San Diego is considering a similar move.
Heavy snow continues to fall in the mountains. This is what it looked like in downtown Julian today. More snow is expected to fall in the area later tonight. As ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer De La Cruz tells us, a lot of people drove up to Julian to play in the snow.
For the third day in a row, the San Diego County mountains turned into a winter wonderland. A powerful storm dumping several inches of snow overnight, drawing coastal and inland crowds to higher elevations. In Santa Isabel, a mix of rain and small hail started falling on Highway 67 just before noon. The pellets got bigger and came down harder the higher we climbed. Above 3,000 feet, roads were still clear on the way up to Julian. Families pulling over to play in the snow, with no shortage of snowballs thrown between this little boy and his younger sister. Higher up the hill in downtown Julian, more snowball fights and snowmen were built along Main Street.
I saw on the news that it was snowing in Julian, so it's my first time coming here. It's beautiful.
One brave visitor from San Diego was wearing just a t-shirt for the day.
Question, are you cold? No.
He and his sister say this is the most snow they've ever seen up here.
It's really nice. It's really bright. Every time in the year, it's like once in a year thing. It's kind of like early Christmas.
Restaurants and shops on Main Street welcoming the crowds and getting a much needed boost in business.
That was Jennifer De La Cruz reporting, enjoying the snow up there. The day has been a mix of scattered showers, blue skies even. Meteorologist Angelica Campos joining us now with what we can expect because more is coming in tonight. Angelica.
Hi, Kim. Third night in a row, and we are expecting the rain to pick back up. So far, the accumulations have been impressive, but of course, the timing has been ideal with the bulk of heavy rain and snow falling overnight. In Vista, already over an inch of rainfall, as well as in Alpine, Oceanside, in Ramona, Del Mar, just below that inch mark, and for San Diego, just over half an inch. How about the snow? The snow has been impressive. We've seen those images. It is just beautiful. Julian picking up about 6 inches of snow so far in Mount Laguna, close to a foot of snow in Palomar Mountain, 17 inches of snow. So when is it going to pick back up? It will be probably after 9 o'clock tonight. Our winter storm warning for those of you heading to the mountains has been extended until 4 a.m. Saturday. So we are expecting conditions to remain dangerous, especially on the roads all the way through Saturday morning. And as you can see in our futurecast, rain and snow will be picking up again tonight after 9 p.m. So it's going to be another interesting night with more precipitation on the way. I'll show you the totals expected from what's coming additionally across the county.
Angelica, thank you. There is a push to keep San Pasqual Academy in Escondido open at least through June of next year. Now, the state recently announced that the juvenile residential home would need to close this fall. But today, alumni of the academy, including activist Shane Harris, came together to announce their efforts to keep it open. The county's chief administrative officer plans to make the request at next week's county board meeting.
She first wants to receive an update regarding San Pasqual Academy, where it is, where we're at. And then 2, she's going to direct, or she's asking for the chief administrative officer herself to be directed to request an extension from the California Department of Social Services to continue to operate San Pasqual Academy through June 30th, 2022.
There are currently about 70 students living at the academy. The county would need to find new homes for all of them if San Pasqual closes this year. And La Mesa police are asking for the public's help identifying a truck that may be linked to a suspicious death about 2 weeks ago. The department just released these surveillance images of this white Ford F-150. Now, it was seen in the area of Bancroft and Golodrino drives around 9 o'clock on February 27th. That's about the time when police found a man lying on the side of the road, unconscious and with injuries to his head and his shoulder. The man, Joseph Jock, later passed away. Police have not released any other information, but say that this pickup truck may be missing its front bumper. You're asked to call La Mesa Police with any information that may help.
The popular Discovery Channel series about the San Diego Zoo is back for its 2nd season. ABC 10 News covered the first season of the Zoo San Diego before the pandemic set in, and then production on the 2nd season was briefly halted when the zoo had to shut down. Today on Good Morning America, zoo staff talked about the challenge that presented for the series.
We were concerned that some of the stories we were following would basically wrap up naturally while we weren't filming. The surprise for us, though, we were able to pick up and extend these stories even further with baby births and babies growing up.
New episodes of The Zoo San Diego are streaming every Saturday on Discovery Plus.